lovelies, welcome to another edition of Hot Takes and Tea HTT with your girls Amy and Lulu.
HTT.
Yeah, right.
And we're super excited that you're joining us on today's edition because, like she said, it's an exciting edition.
Yes.
Even though there's a little bit of violence here and there, but trust me, you will love it.
How are you, Lulu?
I'm fine. I am good. And you?
Yeah, I'm fine too.
Sure.
Yeah, I am. Alright guys, today we're back with another question. We've been asking a lot of questions
Yes.
on Hot Takes and Tea because we
Yes,
want
so.
to get your hot take. Okay, so the question for today is your partner's family not liking you a deal breaker? I'll take it one more time. Is your partner's family not liking you a deal breaker? What do you think?
Well, if you had asked me this question a little while back, without blinking, without even thinking, without stressing my mind, I would have said a big, gigantic, absolute yes.
What changed?
What changed is life change. It's these things are not always black and white.
Right.
There is always a gray area. So let's start with, why does your partner's family not like you?
I think that this whole situation is a circumstantial situation.
True.
My story might be different from another person's story, but at the core of this is that it's possible that maybe my husband's mother, okay, not me now, okay, somebody's, they don't like you.
Yeah.
Do you get? So what happens when a primary member of the family, maybe your husband's family to be or wife's family to be, doesn't like you?
That is the thing. We want to get to the root cause, but first we have to know why. If the reason why they don't like you is substantial, if it carries water, if it makes any sense, we can even make it a conversation. But if somebody just doesn't like you because of maybe tribe, yes, because to them they feel their son deserves better than you or their daughter deserves better than you, if their reasons are superficial, then throw them inside the dustbin. Show the reason inside the dustbin.
I always say this. The scripture says that a man shall leave his mother and father and cleave to his wife. In as much as that's not disrespect, I mean, you have to honor your parents.
Yeah.
But there's certain times that they just want to be unnecessarily influential, especially difficult, especially when it comes to African mothers. African parenting. It doesn't make sense. You check very well. It would just be that you don't just like the girl for no reason.
Well, even if there was a reason, even if she has a fault, of course, or a flaw, which we know nobody is perfect, right? For the fact that the guy or the girl, in fact, we're using guys now because we're ladies, so we're trying to use a gender that we can relate to. The fact that the guy is aware that this person has faults in this area and this area, and still accepts them and still choose to settle down with them. What is your problem, sir? What is your problem, ma? Or have you even seen a situation where the siblings are the problem? Where a sibling is an issue, the opinion shouldn't even count. This is somebody that you're going to spend life with.
Except again, whatever it is holds water. If it doesn't, but then again, like I said, there is a gray area in these things. It's not always black and white, right? It's not always this or that. If Sha, that you prioritize your peace, and you see that in the long run this hate or this dislike is going to rob you of your peace and happy matrimony, and you can't deal, please just find your square root. Seriously, just find, because not everybody can
thrive in that kind of environment. I came from a closely knitted family where everybody checks on everybody, everybody's concerned about everybody, everybody likes everybody, right? And then it is important to me that if I'm leaving my family into a new family, that family is as loving and as welcoming, right, as my family that I've known all my life. So I don't think I can thrive in that kind of family where I have to walk on eggshells. You have to sometimes go out of your natural way to please somebody who shouldn't even be a question.
You can't even tell how long you have to act, have to please the person.
Do you understand?
I read a story recently where this lady, her mother-in-law, invited her son for her birthday party, and it's my mother-in-law's birthday party. Even if she did not directly invite me, I should go. I mean, so she went for the birthday party, and the mother-in-law was like, "You do have to come." And
I don't understand how. So why did you invite my husband? Why is my husband there? First of all, I'm erasing the fact that you are my mother-in-law. Let's keep that one aside. First, I follow my husband come on. I don't know him, ma. I went out. I just went out with my husband. What do people get from being unnecessarily hostile, especially to people that your children have found and have chosen to spend
be
time
with? I don't know. I feel like we should even maybe somebody with hands-on experience, somebody with the experience to tell us better. This lady in question said she got gifts for her mother-in-law, only for her to realize weeks later in another party she saw somebody else wearing the clothes, carrying the bags, the earrings she got for her mother-in-law.
It's even simple though. In fact, some people make like our lives even easier for us to a certain degree. If you have accepted, that this person does not like you, and then you are able to deal with it, and you find yourself in that family, don't bother trying to please anybody.
You don't know how long. You don't know how long you're going to be trying. You're not pleasing. You're doing.
They make it easy for you. You don't have to think of birthday gifts. You don't have to think of Christmas gifts. You don't have to remember to call and check up. That's like a load lifted off your shoulder, so enjoy it.
And I also have this to say, right?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, this is at the center of all of this is the man and the woman.
True.
If as the man, your wife's family, they're giving you headache, or the other way around, at the end of the day, it's both of you
against the world.
It's your call.
Yeah.
Trust me. So if as a husband you feel like you're not going to be able to handle it, the earlier you move, the earlier you let her go, the better. If you know that you're going to be asking, who should sit in the front? Who should sit in the front seat of the car, my mother or my wife? I have
warned you people. I don't want to see that question again. If you know that anywhere I see that question, I will harass the poster.
My mother slapped my husband. What should I do?
Or you see, my father and my husband are in the house and there's only one piece of meat. You should ask him rubbish question. I want that. Eat it or you leave it inside the pot. Since people don't have.
Or tell them to go out and look for what to eat.
These things are really easy. That's why, I would say I would pick a kind person, a compassionate person over somebody. I know this might not sit right with a lot of people, but this is my opinion. Over somebody that I love.
Right. But you can find somebody that you love and is kind and has all of that.
God has blessed you. But I'm saying if you had to choose between somebody that you love, you are willing to give your left kidney for, over and I mean they don't have these traits of kindness and compassion, but you love them, I would pick someone who is kind and compassionate.
People say marry a
anytime, any day. Do you know why? Because all these things are avoidable if you happen to end up with a kind person. All these unnecessary stress,
questions,
all this.
My mother thinks you should not do this.
Oh, my father married your mother now. That would have
So
solved all the problem.
if there are issues, like you were saying before, you sit down, weigh your options.
Yeah.
If it looks like there's going to be a problem 3 to 5 years down the line,
and you can't deal unless maybe you know that your power pass the person power, because you know there are daughter-in-laws from hell. Right?
Right, yeah, true.
So if you give them hell, they give you hellfire.
This thing is actually all around.
Yeah.
Right? Mother-in-law, father-in-law, son-in-law, daughter-in-law. It's just that in the African system, just more of the African
a mother thing.
Yeah, mother thing. That's why people pray that, oh, before I get married, let me mother-in-law there. Please, don't.
No, that's how you will die before your
children. Somebody will pray
before your children are ready to start getting married. That's a wicked prayer. But some people just make you wonder, how are you a human being? What kind of behavior is this? And that's people pray terrible prayers.
Very terrible prayers.
But don't make that prayer.
I don't do that.
Because you are going to be a mother or a father someday.
I also think that parents should learn to trust their children. Their sense of judgment.
Thank you very much.
If you had trained them well, rest assured they will make right decisions.
I would say a normal parent.
A normal
parent would trust their children's judgment, would even trust the fact that this person is the person my child has chosen
to get married
for their own happiness,
right.
And you will go all out to support them. Now, I dare to say that it takes a touch of both toxicity, a touch of narcissism for a parent, mother or father, to just hate your child's partner for no reason,
no
right?
reason.
And you try to enforce that your displeasure or whatever on it is narcissistic.
This is a little bit of digression. There are mothers, especially mothers that have just a son. When it's time for that boy to get married, they've been so attached to the boy, to their son, which is not necessarily bad. But it gets to a time where you need to detach and allow the boy go and find a wife. So for them, any woman he brings, they have this, I don't know if they have this image of the kind of person they want their son to be. And mind you, most times these sons are not perfect. The girl said she's managing many of your flaws, right? And then people should behave yourselves. People should behave yourselves. Let young people make their decisions. The best you can do is advise.
That is
tomorrow you remind your son or your daughter, oh, I told you this, and all, except in cases where you know. I know a father that when his daughter was about to get married to somebody from another tribe, and I think she was a Ibibio, and the man was an Hausa man, something like that. The man traveled all the way to, I can't remember what state, but it was up north. He traveled all the way to make findings. And fortunately and unfortunately, he found things that was not consistent with the man. So that marriage did not hold. As much as that is good, that is necessary, you can't do it all the time. So sometimes all you can do is advise. Raise, like I said before, raise your children well.
Raise your children right. So guys, is it a deal breaker for you if your partner's family dislike you? Should it be? What are your thoughts on this topic?
Is it a yes, a direct yes and no for you? Or do you think that, like she said, there are gray areas? You think the same thing too? Thank you so much for being a part of this episode. We'll love to read from you. Like, we love to read from you. So please do well to drop your comments in the comments box below. Like, share, subscribe, and follow us on all our social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and listen to us on Spotify too. Until we come your way again.